Hello my friends and welcome to the Monster Type Festival King Island Part 2 where I go over the replays. But before I do that, please like, share, and subscribe and consider ringing the notification bell. You can ring the bell and select either all, none, or personalized. All will give you all my videos. Personalized will give you the videos like the most. And none will present you with none of my videos. Maybe you're holding out for like other series in the future, which I will post when I'm about to do another video game series. Yeah, and like to click any of them, first you gotta click the bell, or like you hover over the bell, and then it will like no, you click the bell and then it'll like show you those options, those three options. Yeah, and that's how you do it. So here's the Monster Type Festival if anyone needs a reminder of what you can get. Oh yeah, also there's new accessories, pretty cool. Polymerization and also icon frame. And I don't think all of the mate space moves, but this is one of the ones where it does actually move, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if one of my replays shows off these, my opponent shows off these or not. I remember I did see these, but I'm not sure if I actually saved that one. So yeah, pretty cool if you're into polymerization. Maybe if you're into swirlies, you could get a whole thing going with like the swirls. Unfortunately, there's not really a mate that gives you swirls, so I guess right there maybe they could add it in the future. But I guess pretty good for that. Oh yeah, and then here's the gold pass. See, and then what you get the sheep mate, so that's pretty cool. Cross sheep mate. Yeah, I guess if you're really into cross sheep, and then maybe if you're into any of the monsters that it's showing off in the artwork, any of the yarn stuff, maybe you could get for those as well. Of course, like, you basically get it for free because as long as you can complete the whole gold pass, like, you get the gems back that you spent. So it's basically a free mate every time. So even if I don't really care, this is one of the few times where it's actually a pretty good deal. Like, you don't actually have to spend gems for no reason, basically. And then monster art, so pretty cool. And then a new icon, Ancient Fairy Dragon. Not too bad if you're like playing a deck that like can sync or summon and has a a field spell. And then I'll show off the pack opening for the login missions after. I'll probably go quickly through the accessories. Dual field. Yeah, and then here's the polymerization. Yeah, so there's one view of it, there's another view of it. So pretty cool. It can basically swap between the two. Pretty sure that's how it does it. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool how that works. And then has the orange. I think that's how it looks a lot. I think it only does that like where they go inside at the very beginning. And then basically does this the whole time during the duel. Still pretty cool though if you're into that. And then you can read the little story it has if you want. I'll just go over the main space and point notes if you want to look at that. So yeah, like the story here is the same as the story within here. And then the icon, there's probably a story to go along with this. But I gotta go to icon frame. Yeah, so deluxe means that it actually can move. See, and then the ones that aren't deluxe, they can't move at all. So yeah, another polymerization. You got 2 things for polymerization if you're really into that. So that's really cool. Or maybe if you want to, if you're playing like a polymerization, you just want to be more on theme. If you're playing a deck that uses polymerization, you can use it for that. And then of course there's a little story you can read that goes along with it. And then here's a dual pass. I'm gonna actually buy this. Here's the important notes again if you want to read them. It kind of just goes over. On the following amount of dual pass points in order to go up a grade. So it gets harder and harder. But as long as you're like constantly playing duels, like not really constantly. If you're doing the missions every day, it shouldn't be that hard to get it up. And also if you do the like the festivals, like well, no, as long as you're doing the missions every day, like that should be good enough to like get your grade up, I'm pretty sure, to the end. Because I'm pretty sure that's how I do a lot. I don't really care much about like where I go in the festival. And I found that even if you're only doing the missions every day, like maybe playing like 1 duel a day or something, 1 or 2 duels a day, I think even then you should be able to get up there. Because like in the early stages, like it takes like 1 duel win basically gets you like to several grades up. So I'm not sure exactly how it works, but yeah, I think that's basically how it is. Maybe someone like could like maybe do some experiments and let me know. But I don't think I'm really going to. But yeah, I'm pretty sure even if you're only doing like maybe like 1, 2, or like maybe 3 duels a day, like you should still be able to get it done. I think. I mean, I'm already at 9 and I'm pretty sure I did about 3 duels. So that's pretty good progress with just doing about 3 duels. Not sure how many duels I could probably look it up how many duels it would take to make it to 100. But yeah, you have also you have, I think, you have 90 days or especially since you have 90 days, that's like 9 duels. I think that I think maybe 1 duel, but yeah, now I am kind of curious. So I'll get back to you on that. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you on that. Next video, I'll have the answer. So anyone curious, definitely look forward to next video where I actually do give the answer. But yeah, I'm gonna look it up and then give the answer in the next video. So if you're looking forward to that, be sure to stay tuned. And I'll probably also put it down in the comments when I find out in the next video, just in case maybe if someone doesn't like, maybe like you didn't watch through the whole video and you missed that part, I can also like put it down in the comments. Not really a pinned comment, but that shouldn't matter too much at this point. Anyway, let's get into the replays before it gets too late. Yeah, but this shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, and it was actually pretty easy. I think I lost like maybe once. Wait, no, I did keep losing with the last loner. I could have won one of them, the very first game that I had. But I did end up losing it. I don't think I saved it. But yeah, I did end up losing. They were playing like a heavy trap deck with a bunch of like mirror forces and stuff and ways to like try to like burn me to death. Like Magic Cylinder, like a lot of bow traps that like wanted to burn me to death. And a few other burn traps. But yeah, I ended up losing because I got impatient. I could have just kept destroying traps. I was eventually able to get to the point where I could destroy 2 of their back row per turn, which was pretty good. And if I would have kept just destroying them, I would have eventually made it to where I would have been able to destroy it and then go in for game without having to worry about the back row. But instead, I decided I'm just going to attack. I'm pretty sure it's a magic cylinder, and I can get around a magic cylinder. But it turns out it was a blazing mare force, the one that destroys all my attack position monsters and burns me for the attack or half the attack. And they had enough life points to survive, but I didn't. So yeah, it's because I got impatient. Man, that really stunk. But I still got fast missions done, so it wasn't too bad. So I just decided, you know what? I'm playing against someone who's also using the loner deck. So I'm just gonna save this one and call it a day because the deck still won even though it wasn't me winning. So kind of like what I did in the past. But yeah, the other ones, I don't know. I also could have probably won another one against not a lone deck. It was against a Scareclaw deck, and I could have probably won that one. But I was going a little slow. I was going too slow for the timer. And I ended up losing because of time loss. But yeah, I could have won. It was the Reptilian deck. I think the Reptilian deck is probably one of those decks that you kind of need to know what you're doing or else you're gonna run out of time. It's probably not the hardest deck out there to pilot, but yeah, you do want to be mindful of time when using that deck, at least a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, this is also the loner deck, so I think people are at least some people are into lone decks. Oh yeah, I also need to craft the Ninja Shadow Mosquito. You know what? I'm going to craft the Ninja Shadow Mosquito right now because that is a good card for my Sprite deck. I'm going to craft it. Actually, how do I get it? Maybe that could be the pack I open. Ninja... because it is available. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't available when they first got released, but apparently it's available now. There it is. How to obtain. Oh, you can get it from the Legacy pack. I wonder if I should just wait and get it from the Legacy pack. Now I wonder. I feel like it wasn't available in the Legacy pack at first. But since it's available in the Legacy pack, I wonder if I should even craft it. Because I'm eventually getting it from the Legacy pack. It's not too big of a deal that I don't have it. It's probably not too big of a deal because I can just use Sky Cavalry until I get it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it that way. Now that I know it's from the Legacy pack, that's good thing to think about. How many Legacy pack tickets do I have? Kind of wonder. Yeah, I have over 100. I have over 100 again. That's cool. But yeah. Okay. Well, for anyone else who maybe didn't realize where it came from, where it was located, now you know. Because I know it is a pretty good card for sprites. Maybe other rank 2 decks. Decks where you're going into rank 2s. Maybe even insect decks that use rank 2s. It could be good for those. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play this one first. So this one is me facing against the Bee Troopers, where I am playing Fire Kings, I believe. Out of the 3 here... Oh yeah, one thing, I think the loner decks are a lot more fair in this festival in accordance with like the non-loner decks. Feels a lot more fair to play them against non-loner decks, I think. Because not that they were overpowered, but speaking with like the other decks might not be as overpowered, the non-loners, because a lot of the cards, a lot of the good cards for some of the good archetypes, a lot of them have been banned. Even for some of the other archetypes like Ancient Warriors, a lot of their good cards have also been banned. And so I decided to go with the Yaksha Dark Hole combo. Not a bad combo because then it helped me destroy the Fire King. My opponent was really quick on the ball here. If they would have destroyed my Grunix, that would have been a lot better. Because they don't really have very many plays now. They had that. And then they had that. And then they destroyed that. Again, my opponent should have just destroyed by battle. But I guess like I would have like been able to get... Nowadays, Grunix getting destroyed by battle actually not too bad. Because you can always just... I guess before it wasn't too bad because... But now that you can bring out like... you have some pretty good options with being able to bring this out when it's a destroyed by battle. But yeah, my opponent should have really waited until I had the Grunix in the graveyard to then do this. I'm not sure if they thought about like that, like it would still trigger even if it got shuffled back in, or if my opponent would just like really trigger happy. But yeah, like that would have like really made a fairly good big difference. Maybe I still would have been able to come through, but yeah, that would have kind of sucked. But yeah, there's the first duel. Oh yeah, I also went with that. Oh yeah, Max C can be used in this event, so that's one thing that you can use. So definitely use Max C if you're not playing a loner deck. That's one thing I would say. No matter what deck you're playing, definitely include Max C in there, because that's still a very good card. Especially considering that all of the loner decks have quite a bit of special summoning to them. So it even like helps against the loner decks as well. Yeah, so here's Max C when I'm talking about. My opponent's going with a Battle Wasp, Digital Bug, and a little bit of oh, Battle Wasp and Digital Bug apparently was. I thought they were running some of those I thought they were running some of those B troopers as well, but I guess not. It's fitting to the icon right there. So yeah. So yeah, this is maybe I don't know how good this is. Like, I'm not sure if you really need to be running 60 card. If you're not really running unless you're running Grasslux Arena, which I'm not even sure is allowed here. But if you're not running Grasslux Arena, I'm not sure how good a 60 card deck really is. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a few cards that could be taken out, like Drowning is probably not needed, really. Mirror Force probably not really needed. Magic Cylinder. This can be a good deck, but like Mimicking Mania Bug, it's probably not that needed. They're probably going with more of a budget build. I'm not sure if Digital Bugs. I think Digital Bugs. Hold on, I'm gonna check on Digital Bugs. Digital Bugs might actually be a deck you're able to run with in the event. I'm not sure if you actually got... I think you did get like a loner Digital Bug deck from the... I think you did get a lot of Digital Bug cards from that one solo mode gate. I think they did give you an actual an actual starter deck for Digital Bugs. So yeah, you do. Okay, I guess not. Okay, I guess not really. How'd you get this? Yeah, see, you do get a few of the higher rarity stuff from the loner deck. So going with maybe an insect deck might not be too bad. A Digital Bug deck might not be too bad. Because it looks like the only high rarity Digital Bug is the Registrider. And if you don't have any of those, that might be okay that you don't have it. So this might be a pretty good option if you want to go with something that's a little more budget, since like this can be gone from solo mode, and this I believe can also be gone from solo mode. Yeah, so a lot of the high rarity stuff can be gone from solo mode, and then a lot of the other ones are rares and normals, with this maybe being the only hard one to get. So you can maybe go with those and maybe like run some other more generic insects, and then of course the Maxi also. And then maybe you could run it with like maybe Battle Wasps even, since like at least some of the more I mean, I'm sure you can think of something like Digital Bugs. I mean, they are pretty nice since you can just like run the generic level 3 insects and they'll still work, since they don't have to be Digital Bugs that are being null summoned. This doesn't have to special summon other Digital Bugs from the deck. So yeah, you could just see what you have in line with like level 3 insects and work from there. So yeah, this could be pretty nice. This could be that's a thought anyway. But yeah, now let's move on to the next one, which is me playing the Bee Troopers. Of course, maybe going with the Bee Trooper loner deck might actually be the one you want to use. If you're not really into playing like a heavy combo based reptilian deck with a lot of summoning. If you want more like maybe like a little less like, well, I don't know. I guess the reptilians aren't. Maybe I just had bad experience with reptilians. Maybe you'll have better. But yeah, I also think reptilian might actually be the best one, with like Bee Trooper also not being too bad. The Fire King, I don't know, like the Fire King may be a little slow since you have to wait until the, I mean, maybe it's not that slow, but I don't know, like having to wait for an effect might not be the best thing ever. So that's pretty interesting that we're both playing insects in this game. Dang it. Hold up. Error, dang. But I'm pretty sure it didn't kick me out. Knowing how errors are. Pretty sure it didn't kick me out. I'm hoping. Yeah, let's go into the next replay. And they didn't even hit anything for B Troopers, Battle Wasps, or Digibugs. That's another. And you could even make better use out of Max C, since that also happens to be an insect as well. That removed all my replays? Are you serious? What? It removed all my replays? Okay, good. Whew, man, for a second there, I was getting worried. Good. Good to see that my replays are still here. I'm glad I checked a few times. That would have sucked if it would have removed all my replays. But yeah. Oh yeah, one thing I wish they would do, which is a little bit of a small gripe, I wish like when your replay inventory was full, instead of simply saying like when you wish to save a replay right after a duel, instead of simply just telling you like, oh hey, you, it's full, I wish they would like say, like ask you like, would you like to delete a replay to make room for this? Because it's slightly annoying, like, having to go into the replay section if it's full, delete one from there, and then, like, afterwards, go into, go back to wherever the replay is stored, and then, like, have to manually, like, say, like, save replay. Slightly annoying. No, it's not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot. You actually have to shuffle them back into the main deck in order to special summon this. So I guess just be a little careful. One of the nice things about this deck is the Sting Lance is also kind of just a better DD Crow. You can run DD Crow also. But yeah, this is kind of just a bad DD Crow. Since it like not only does it banish the thing, but also it allows you to search for your B Trooper spell or trap, and so yeah, you can get the one that negates like I did. So yeah, they're going for the Battle Wasp. Oh yeah, I ended up winning because of the Mosquito, which is actually pretty nice, since it also forces my opponent to have to attack. Assuming they have attack position, they could always put their monster in defense position, which my opponent should have probably done. But yeah, I'm going for this. Oh yeah, this was also pretty nice because it allowed me to trigger that to put another material, and then go into this and store that monster. See, I don't think it's too hard to go a little fast with B Troopers. Maybe it's not that hard to go a little fast with the Reptilians, but maybe like the Reptilians weren't like as much of a deck I was into. Maybe I was just more into the B Troopers for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, B Troopers might be a little bit hard to actually build if you're planning to do a non-loner build, because it's a lot of URs and SRs. But Battle Wasp might not be too bad. I'm not sure how many URs and SRs are. Like, this is an SR, but you might not need to necessarily run that. And then it looks like a lot of the main deck Battle Wasps might be like lower rarity, so that might be pretty good. And then Godala is nice since it's actually a rare. So you could also run the kaijus if you wish, because like a lot of the kaijus are fairly low rarity. Even the lower rarity kaijus aren't too bad. But yeah, of course, the Ninja Shadow, it's nice because it can also negate effects at the same time. But yeah, of course, what you want to do is you want to, I guess if you're desperate, like you might want to just like negate all of the effects. But I knew I was just going to win via the burn, so I decided the second time I'm just going to burn them. And I think that's usually going to be the case. Like after you place it, you place on whatever's the highest attack, and then you just burn them. I guess maybe sometimes you might have to place it on the slightly low attack monster if it maybe has like a destroy function, but I think most of the time you can just put on the highest attack one, so you can inflict the most amount of burn that you can. Okay, and then this last one, we're both playing the reptilian structure deck, lone deck, and I can prove it to you that we're both playing the reptilian lone deck. Oh man, man, that again? That's the same error. But luckily I know from experience that it won't cancel out my replays. It just takes a moment for them to show up I think again. Pretty sure I should still have time to do the packs after this. But I'll do the legacy packs later. I'm just gonna do those other packs that I have. So yeah, I'll show off that, and then this will also help remind you of what the reptilian lone deck looks like. Come on, don't do the error again, please. Wow. That's slightly annoying. Oh yeah, that's not it. Come on. I want to show off the deck, please. You know what? If you need to see what the deck looks like, you can always go into part 1 of this. But yeah, I'm not gonna worry about showing off the deck because for some reason it won't. It's not going. It's just the reptilian lone deck. I'm sure it has to be the reptilian lone deck. I mean, it looked close enough to the reptilian lone deck, so I'm almost positive it actually was. Come on. There. At least it's going to replay. Hopefully. Good. Yeah, so this is just a mirror match, since we're both playing the reptilian lone deck. So now I'm going for that. Yeah, see, there's a lot of plays you can do. And there's also a lot of plays you can do with the B Trooper, so I don't understand why I kept running out of time with this deck. Alien Shock Trooper. Bring out that period to get that draw, which isn't bad. Oh yeah, also this is it's pretty nice that Scare Claws allowed in this event with the Reptilian Lone deck running around. That might be another reason you want to play it, because Scare Claws just naturally have monsters that are gonna be on the field with 0 attack, allowing you to easily be able to either trigger this or just like trigger the monsters that like gain major effects when your opponent has a bunch of 0 attack monsters, like the Echidna and the Hydra, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I lost due to time limit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. For some reason, the time limit just kills me. That's this, like, it also basically was my major downfall against the Scareclaw player. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the pack opening now. And hopefully none of the video was cut off by that error, but I don't think so. If the error didn't cut off, if other errors don't cut off, I don't see why this error would. So yeah, this also will include the super. Oh, apparently it's separate. So since it's until November, I think I'm just gonna go for the guaranteed SR above one in this video, and then I can open the other packs in the next video, since this is already running a little long. Let's see what I get. Not sure if there's anything in particular that I'm looking for. I guess it's nice getting a holo card even if it's just a normal. Oh yeah, this is the deck. This is the pack that includes the Purelies. But I didn't get the Purely anyway. I got the Numbers Last Hope, which would be good. Excuse me, sorry. I guess this isn't too bad. As long as you're running some kind of number exceed, you don't have to be summoning out galaxy stuff. So that is pretty nice. That's a little more generic. But you still do have to be running a number monsters, which not every deck that's running exceeds are running number monsters. But maybe that gives you a reason to. And then a few of these are negations or fairy stuff. Purely, like Purely is probably might get pretty good in the future. Of course, if you're in the TCG, you will know that Purely did get pretty good, so it should be getting pretty good here. They might preemptively hit stuff before like new releases though, so that might be the thing. So it maybe like if you don't really care too much about Purely right now, maybe you could just wait until this was almost expired. Maybe like just use the tickets for now, and then like actually just wait until this is almost expired. Like maybe like within like in like 45 days, when it says like 5 days left or 6 days left, maybe like maybe then like open it. But there's no really rush if you don't care too much. And then maybe by that time you'll be able to see if like Purely has gone better if like the new support is actually there yet or not. Anyway, I think that's going to end the video, so I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for staying for any of the different sections, the replays. I'm sorry about the errors, it was kind of out of my control. Maybe I can show off the deck now. I'll try showing it off. I'll try one more time showing it off. But yeah, also thank you to those who want to stay for the pack opening, and maybe any of the beginning stuff. And as a reminder, I'll post about a little bit more about the gold duel pass, what it takes to get to the end, how many duels you will need to play, and I'll go over like more details, like maybe like how many duels and like how many duels it would be if you won all those duels, how many duels it would be if you maybe like lost all those duels, and then like basically give you a little bit more statistics because I'm kind of interested in myself. I'll try this one more time. Okay, good, it's actually showing. So now this is proof that my opponent was playing the loner deck. I thought my opponent was because it looked close enough to the loner deck. But yeah, this confirms it because this is definitely the loner deck right here. Yeah, so this confirms it. I'm not sure if this is like more, if the B Trooper is more straightforward than this deck. Or maybe I was just gang for like gang. Or maybe I was just going slow for some reason. I need to hurry it up. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for the video. And then next week, I'll go over some details for the event, for the other event, the Fusion Exceed Festival. I might have to, I'm not sure how much of that I'll have to do. I'll have to see how much more time is left. But if I can always like put the replays after the festival has finished if I need to. So yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. Anyway, bye.